Alright, so we have a three-phase AC motor with a friction brake, and the coupler here has a little bit of mass just to keep things going. But basically, start out over here. This is our three-phase power supply here. We got line 1, line 2, line 3, and neutral and ground. So we'll go ahead and put this guy on right here. This power supply runs over in our lockout module, which of course is absolutely necessary with big motors like this. If I was fooling around, I'm not going to stick my hands in there now because it's not locked out, but you know, if I were to go in there to try and change this wheel out for a smaller coupler here, I would of course want to lock it out to keep the power off, prevent someone from coming on and turning on. That's not the case though. We're trying to turn this guy on. So we'll go ahead and turn the power to the lockout module. Alright, so now we got power going from the lockout module into the manual starter. Of course, we still have three phases here. The manual starter here is basically just a power switch with a fuse block in it. So in case this motor gets in an accident or something and locks up, it's gonna break the fuse before it allows it to catch on fire with the draw. So we'll go ahead and turn this guy on too. And we still don't have power yet because we have power going from the transformer to the lockout module into the manual starter. It then goes from the manual starter, still three-phase, into this cam switch here, which is basically just a good way to reverse the direction of the motor. It's a three-position cam switch, so you got your stop, your forward, and your reverse. And basically it just changes the direction the power goes into the motor in order to allow us to control direction. And like I said earlier, this motor does have a friction drive, so let's try it out. We want to go in the forward direction. It's kind of hard to see, but you know, it's hard to see the direction here, but it is going forward and reverse. I did already test it, so we'll go ahead and try forward. So there it goes, and right now it is spinning in the counterclockwise direction. So I want to go ahead and switch directions into reverse. So I'm going to slam this into reverse, but before I do that, of course, I'm going to allow it to slow down because we don't want anything moving when I switch directions. So we can go ahead and use this friction clutch right here, and we can see the motor stopped. So I'll release the friction clutch, allow the motor to spin again, and we'll go ahead and try for reverse. And there we go. It is spinning in the other direction. That is clockwise, so to speak. So this is a good overview of the basic systems on a three-phase AC motor with a friction drive. Of course, using the three-phase AC transformer, a lockout module for safety, a manual starter, which is where our fuses are in this instance, and then going to a cam switch so that we can control direction.
And what's your name?
Kevin Cubitt.